and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited for today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on where is your current path leading you. Okay, let me push these closer so you can see. You can pick more than one pile as well. Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below if you would like your own private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel and comment below what video you want to see next. So we have 4 groups today, okay? Group 1 with the yellow stone, group 2 with the blue stone, group 3 with the copperish purple stone, and group 4 with the white stone, okay? So just take 3 deep mindful breaths. Again, you can pick more than one pile, okay? Center yourself, follow your intuition, and pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the yellow stone, let's get right into it, okay? Where is your current path leading you? Okay, a fiery climax approaches with the full moon in Aries is the first card we have that is under your stone. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, that is very exciting. Honestly, it seems like things are about to come to a head now. Here's the tea, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean that it's all good, positive things. A fiery climax is essentially kind of the peak of everything you've been working on, or the peak of everything you've been going through. So to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Tower card here. You know, the climax for you really kind of depends on how things have already been going. You know, so have you been having small wins? Have things been, you know, consistently, you know, bad or not exactly how you want them to be? Has it, you know, just been quite boring and anticlimactic? Well, if it's been kind of boring, then okay, we're finally going to have something heat up. But if it's been, you know, consistently bad or consistently good, things are coming through regardless. So let's see what else comes up, okay? The cardinal moon and the full moon in Pisces. Wow, interesting. The cardinal moon, the full moon in Pisces, I believe we had. Okay, so the full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. So this is actually a call from the universe to really kind of beef up this energy. I actually just had a week like this where it was crunch week for something that, excuse me, I've really been working on. I've really been working towards certain things, and I finally had one of my manifestations come through. And yeah, it was definitely a week where I was doing so many things. I was doing candle magic, I was doing scripting, it was a full moon, like I was doing so much. I was doing so much that week because I knew I had to balance practicality and spirituality. So I've been working towards certain things, like, you know, improving my credit. I've been working on, you know, all sorts of things, you know, to, in the practical sense, you know, allow me to be able to have what I had been working towards. But also I really had to balance it with spirituality as well and add in that manifestation element. So for those of you who've been working towards something, if you've only been manifesting, it's time to do something in the practical world that's going to get you what you want. Or if you haven't been doing any manifesting at all or any law of attraction work, you definitely want to start with that at this time. And then we have the cardinal moon. Honestly, it's time to strike, okay? Be bold and make the first move. Whatever it is for you that you've really been wanting, this is a really, really, really good time to go for it, okay? It's just not the time to hold back because I'm getting really good energy for you guys. It feels like this could be the week that you could actually get what it is that you want. Or it's coming up soon. But it just feels like the energy is moving so quickly. Let's see what else comes through. What? I knew that Lovers card was going to come up. I literally knew it. Okay, we have the Lovers in reverse, the 9 of Coins in reverse, and the 7 of Staffs in reverse. Those are our tarot cards. Let's just jump right into this Lovers card. You know, I feel like, okay, so here's the thing with manifesting. I was actually just talking about this to someone the other day. You want to be specific about what it is that you want, but less specific about how it comes to you. So if you've been wanting a relationship, say soulmate instead of demanding that the universe connect you with a certain person. That's more like spell work that you would want to do. Just tea, okay? I'm not I'm not judging, I don't care, but that's what you would more so be wanting to do. As far as manifesting and things like that, you can still manifest someone specific, but the point is with this Lovers card in reverse, it just feels like there's a disconnect here. It feels like we have all the potential for a connection with someone to heat up, but we're missing an element of getting them. And it's like we're so close to tipping the scales in our favor. Your current path is leading you towards love, but there just needs to be some adjustment so that this Lover's card is not in reverse, because I'm just feeling like in terms of love, either there's something that you guys need or something that needs to be done with your situation in order to achieve this. We have the Lover's card energy here. You have all the compartments, you know, it's like we have everything that we need for a divinely guided relationship to be put into our lives, but like just like something is misaligned. So we definitely need to work on it. And honestly, this isn't hard. This should honestly be a rather easy street for you guys. You know, your current path is leading you towards some abundance. It looks like a climax is about to happen. But also, you know, it's like this is the time that you need to go after what you've been wanting to do. That's very important for you, because to be quite honest, if you don't go for what you've been wanting now, it's looking like a potential missed opportunity, to be quite honest. And I think that's why we have so much action beyond these cards instead of just telling us, oh, this is what's coming, because what you end up with depends on what you feed into the situation. So it's not always about, oh, you've got to approach someone, oh, you've got to make the first move. That's not exactly what this be bold and make the first move card is saying. It's more like you've got to take initiative and either beef up your manifestations, or, you know, if you've had, you know, a long period of time where you haven't been in a relationship and, you know, things just have not been exciting for you, we need a change. You either need to go out, I mean, depending on what's going on in the world, you may not be able to go exactly where you want or do what you want, but you need to make yourself available. We have to make sure these things are possible for us to happen. So where do I want to pull? Honestly, I kind of want to pull from this one. This deck always has the tea. Let's see what comes through. So if they don't do anything, where is their path leading them? If they literally decided to vegetable out and do just nothing, what are things looking like for them? Let's see, like, what happens if you do nothing? I'm just curious, because we have all these cards saying these, you know, kind of, it's more action oriented, but I'm just curious as to where the path will lead if we don't make a move. Okay, you know, honestly, it's funny, even with accelerated motion, it feels a little slow to me, but we're still looking, you know, like we're having some success here. Accelerated motion, firm foundation, and recognition and reward. I see a little recognition and some rewards for the work that you have put in. See, that's the thing. It's like we have to do something. We can't just sit here and do nothing. It's just literally not going to work, because we have this 9 of coins in reverse, which was letting me know that, you know, it's looking like you have to basically pursue what you've been wanting, like kind of now. Otherwise, this is a missed opportunity here. And I see things heating up for you guys, but to be quite honest, I just don't feel like you guys are the kind of people who truly have it in you to just sit and allow life to just continuously hit you. Maybe you have been in the past, but it's like you're kind of over it at this point. And I think this is the kind of turning point for those of you who typically allow life to happen, that you do put in some effort, because it just feels like there's no other option but to put in effort. Honestly, if you don't, I don't see any movement. Your current path is taking you nowhere quickly if we don't do something. But I honestly, with the accelerated motion, full moon in Aries, fiery climax, can't even talk today, fiery climax approaches, I see you guys putting in something, and I see you getting a return, especially with the recognition and reward. Regardless, right now, you're building a solid foundation, a foundation for your future, and basically we just need to find some balance and, you know, go after the things we've been wanting to pursue, whether it be financially, career-wise, you know, with someone you've kind of been watching from afar. We definitely need to get a move on those things, because I can see positivity coming, but it's just looking like we're missing opportunities. I mean, that Lover's card in reverse, the 7 of Staffs in reverse, not necessarily a bad energy in itself, but with the surrounding cards, I just see missed opportunities and not loss, but just no growth, you know? which for me is the same as a loss. So that's what I see, guys. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. All right, group 2 with the blue stone, let's get right into it, okay? Where is your current path leading you? So the first card we have, ooh, interesting, that was under your stone is the mutable moon. I love these moon cards. They're so freaking pretty. At the bottom of this card it says nothing is yet set in stone, so it seems like your destiny, so to speak, is a little up in the air. So let's try to narrow out that energy and see what comes through. Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So honestly, okay, let's get into it. Those are your moon cards. So we have the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take, and then the balsamic moon, a time for healing. Honestly, where is your current path leading you? Your future is kind of uncertain at this point, and I feel like you guys can feel that. There's no way you can't. You feel maybe like you don't have it all kind of figured out at this point, and that is completely okay. Honestly, tapping into this energy, it does not feel bad to me. It feels like you guys are on a path to healing even some, you know, generational curses, you know, even healing some really past life kind of energy that's just really kind of got in the way of your future and your present. And you know, it's just, do you guys get this feeling like you just miss home and you don't know where home is? I'm getting like some, okay, well that card went flying. Some of you guys are like, yeah, I absolutely do, and the card just went right away. But I'm getting some like kind of starseed energy for some of you guys. We have the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Honestly, it's a time for you guys to really kind of, you're being led in a path towards healing, but I'm sensing you guys are also healing the world in a way. It's like it's not just healing for you. It's like your calling in life is kind of just bigger than, you know, it's bigger than just the regular everyday things. It's like you guys really do have a whole lot of purpose, and I see you guys tapping into that, and it's more to do with other people and helping other people. You guys may be extremely empathic, and I just feel like your destiny is uncertain, which necessarily I don't really like, to be quite honest, but it just feels like there's a lot for you guys to figure out. Yeah, Page of Staffs in reverse, Ace of Staffs in reverse, and the Five of Coins. And it's like you guys have been searching, and I'm seriously hoping that you guys are going to be able to find what you've been looking for in this life in the near future. Because with this Ace of Staffs in reverse, it just feels like a misidentity with self, almost like you don't know who you are, and the path that you're on, nothing is yet set in stone. And I was getting this energy a little bit with group 1, not necessarily this energy, but just this energy where it's like things are it depends. It kind of just depends on what we do now, you know. But I feel like you guys have been really looking for answers, and you have a lot of questions like, why are things this way for me? Why was I born, you know, as this person? Why is this kind of my path? Like, why am I experiencing this version of reality? Like, what is happening? With this Page of Staffs in reverse, it's just more of a misidentity of self. It just feels like you guys have a lot of questions. Where is their path currently taking them? The path that they're on now, where are they going? What are they looking towards? Ooh. Okay, I really like this. Honestly, this is so huge. Okay, so we have Clean It Up, the Tribe, and Fork in the Road. So Fork in the Road is definitely more so the present energy. Fork in the Road is the energy we're dealing with now. You're kind of at a crossroad in your life. You're at, you know, this kind of turning point where it's like, okay, nothing is set in stone because you guys have not officially decided what it is that you really want to do with your life, or what it is that, you know, you're doing. It's kind of like life is just happening and you guys are kind of just stuck in this place. It's not necessarily even a bad place. It's just like there's no bigger purpose that you guys have identified yet, and because of that, you're kind of just in this fork in the road, you know, kind of with all these options. Fork in the road is not a bad thing. Fork in the road is more of a call to address where you want to go and what you're going to do. But I see you guys cleaning up some of those generational issues. I see you guys, you know, you guys may be the first millionaires in your family. I see you guys making change, and it's like all on your back, and that's why it makes sense now. That's why it's more of a time to give rather than take, because you guys have essentially been appointed by your ancestors as the one. You guys are the one who are, you know, who was put in the position that you're in to kind of fix all of this, you know? Know you have their support, even though it's a little unfair, and you always have free will. You don't have to clear this. You could go stack your money fast, go, fast like my Lambo, skirt, skirt, skirt. Sorry, Beyonce moment. I can't help it. I can't help it. When a Beyonce song gets in my head, I can't help it. But anyways, the point is, it's like you guys have kind of been put in a position where it's like you're kind of, you know, the one to clean up everything and to kind of fix anything, and that's why it's a time to give. And you listen, like I was saying before I got distracted with the song, you have free will. You don't have to clear up generational curses. You do not have to take all of this on your back, because it is, you know, unfair. But just know your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, God, spirit, the divine, whatever it is that you believe in, is not going to put you in a position with a bunch of stuff that you can't handle. You were only put in this position because you're the one who can handle it. You're like the chosen ones. You guys really are really special. And then we have this tribe card. You're going to be connected with some family, with some karmic family, not even just, you know, family in this life, but, you know, kind of like your spiritual tribe as well. People who connect with you spiritually, who understand you, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see what else comes through. Wow, guys, mental conflict, suffering, and silence, and trapped in fear. You guys are scared to go, you know, to really go there. Honestly, that's how it feels. It feels like you guys are really afraid to kind of push your limits and go there, right? You're trapped in fear. You don't necessarily, you feel like there's something missing. You feel like you have a higher calling. The universe is calling you right now to tap into that, because you definitely do have a higher calling and a higher purpose. And I just heard it's time. It really is. It's time for you guys. I know you've been conflicted about it. Again, you always have free will. But honestly, your current path is taking you to, you know, an area where you're cleaning up, you're breaking generational curses. So you're finally, you know, receiving some abundance. And also, you know, if there's an issue with, you know, I don't know, drinking in your family, you're stopping that. You're being the change, quite literally. And, you know, you're not the only one who's confused or who's been suffering in silence, but I'm definitely getting this energy from you guys too. But really, the suffering in silence is really just all the souls who've been lost to addictions, all the souls who've been lost to, you know, living in poverty or having poverty mindset. Your current path is honestly leading you to take the lead and to be different and to do something different. You know, different than, you know, the ones that have come before you. So that's a lot of responsibility. So yeah, guys, that's where your current path is taking you. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. Alright, group 3 with the purplish gold stone. Let's get right into it, okay? Where is your current path leading you? So the first card, ooh, that we have that was under your stone is the new moon in Saggy. The new moon in Sagittarius. At the bottom of this card, it says, luck is on your side. So honestly, that definitely gives me good vibes. Luck is on your side. Let's see what comes through for you guys. Where is your current path leading you? I'll say somewhere good, but let's see what comes through. Ooh, the super moon. Ooh, okay, and the new moon in Virgo. Okay, so honestly, this is a call to relax, because if I had to really jump the gun and say, you guys are on a path that would bring you positivity. Super moon, new moon in, I forget, Virgo? Yeah, new moon in Virgo. those are the cards. So let's get into the supermoon. Emotions are running high is what it says at the bottom of that card. So honestly, you guys may feel very stagnant right now or frustrated. You may feel like things are not going in a direction that's going to bring you abundance, or you may feel like things are not going in a way where you are going to basically have, you know, positivity into your life. But this is a recognition from the universe. The universe is recognizing how you may feel right now and basically saying, relax, emotions are running high, things are tense right now. We're kind of, you know, in that stage where things are really bubbling up, but we're about to have an expansion. Luck is on your side. So if there's something that you want to go out of your way and do, this is definitely the time to do it. But it's definitely also a time to give rather than take. You know, stop trying to, you know, reach and force things to happen. You know, luck is on your side. Things are just kind of going to work out. And I don't like that energy because I'm the kind of person, I like to make things happen. I don't like to kind of sit and wait for the universe to just divinely intervene and make these wonderful things happen. But to be quite honest, you know, it is a time to give rather than take. Feed into your dreams, feed positive energy into the universe instead of vibrating in a place of, you know, that emotional state that the supermoon is referring to. So let's keep going. Luck is on your side though, guys. This is pretty good energy, I will say. Pretty good energy. Let's see what else comes through. Ooh, beautiful. I love this. Okay, we got the Four of Coins, the Magician, and, or sorry, the Four of Cups, the Magician, and the Eight of Coins in reverse. So what I want you to notice while I have these cards right here, look at this guy. He's a manifester. He has his little magic stick in his hand, and we also have the Magician, which is also about manifesting. So honestly, that's really what you want to spend your time on and focus on, is the spiritual aspect of it all. We got to balance spirituality and practicality. I think in the 3D sense, you've probably done just about all you can do. You've taken the steps that you need to take, hopefully, to accomplish, you know, what it is that you want or whatever your end goal is. But there's a need to introduce some manifesting into the mix, because honestly, I just don't see that just working like a workhorse is going to bring you what you want, you know, in the practical sense, meaning in the 3D world. I don't see that you need to, you know, just go so much harder. You always can. But I feel like right now is a lucky time, and if you can just boost this magical energy, you'll end up on the path, you know, that will lead you to abundance. Honestly, where your current path is leading you now, just as a check-in kind of moment, I think we need a little bit of readjustment. I feel like you don't need to focus too much on just working. I think we need to add some spirituality into the mix, or if it's the total opposite for you, energy is fluid, this could be vice versa. So if you've been only manifesting, definitely do some, you know, work in the 3D, meaning the real, practical, tangible, I can touch this world, like our real, address your real experience, and, you know, work some things out in that sense. But to be quite honest, you know, I feel like you guys are the Magician right now. I feel like you're in the lead. I feel like you guys are leading your life in the direction that you want it to go, and I feel like you're on a good path. I feel like it's going to lead you to a good place. Let me see. Let's see what else comes through. Your current path is leading you to abundance. So it seems there's just messages here not to go against the grain, not to work yourself like a workhorse and tire yourself out. That's only going to lead to frustration. Luck is on your side. So the universe is, you know, working in your favor. So you really don't have to break your back at this time. Just work on your manifestations, if anything. Or like I said before, if you're doing nothing in the 3D world practically and you're only doing manifestations, then vice versa. But honestly, it feels like you guys are going in a pretty positive direction, I will say. Good. Breaking trail, grace and gratitude, ascending the mountain. Yes, and that is exactly why emotions are running high. Grace and gratitude, breaking trail, and ascending the mountain. So this is what you guys have to look forward to. At the bottom of the breaking trail card, it says a breakthrough is at hand. So you're finally going to start to see some of the, you know, basically results, or some of you're finally gonna be able to reap some of the benefits of all the work that you've put in this far. And this is whatever it is that is important to you right now. There's also that. So as far as love, career, etc., this is your message depending on whatever category is your focus. So honestly, you're gonna have a breakthrough in love, or you're gonna have a breakthrough in your career, you know, depending on what it is for you. And then we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. OMG, this is so true. Side note, I have this app on my phone. I honestly forget what it's called. I haven't used it in a while, okay? Because things have been going pretty good, and that's typically how things go. But I have this, like, I feel like, I'm not even going to try to guess at the name because I really don't know what it's called, but there's a little gratitude journal in the app where you can write down what you're grateful for. And I used to do that pretty much like at least once a week, but twice a week or every night before I went to sleep. I would write down, you know, what it is that I was thankful for. And a lot of times, I say this all the time in my private readings, when you address to the universe what you've learned or what you're thankful for, address what you've already been given, address your current abundance and what you already have, then you get expansion. And the universe is like, oh, okay, you finally opened that package, that gift that I sent you. You finally have realized that you have this and this and this. Let me give you some more to be thankful for. So the universe will match our energy tenfold if we acknowledge, and also it'll match the energy of the work that we put in. So that's a little pro tip for you guys. But you know, seriously, you will have expansion if you take a moment to just recognize what you have, even if you just put pen to paper and write it down that way. But we have ascending the mountain. At the bottom of this card, it says, keep going forward. Yeah, for you guys, it does not feel like a time where you guys need to stop, slow down. If anything, I would go harder. Not in a work sense, though. It's like whatever, like I was saying before, whatever it is for you. If you've been doing a lot of manifesting, you get it. But ascending the mountain, you're seeing things clearer. Your third eye is, you know, tingling. I literally felt my, like, pressure right in the front of my head the other day when I had an epiphany, and I was like, oh, I just had a download. A lot of times that's what it'll feel like, or at least for me, that's what it feels like. And then I get all this information. But you're ascending the mountain. You're getting closer to your goal, and luck is on your side right now. So honestly, if I had to say, like, yes or no, or are you on a, you know, path that's leading you to success and abundance, I would say yes. I would say you guys are on a good path, and I would say to keep going. And honestly, you're going to be having a breakthrough soon. And, you know, just be thankful for what you have and acknowledge that in a practical way to the universe so you can get even more abundance. But yeah, that's where your current path is leading you. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. All right, group 4 with the white stones. Let's get right into it, okay? Where is your current path leading you? So the card we have that was under your stone is the fixed moon. At the bottom of this card, it says, hold your vision. Hold your vision. So definitely focus in on what it is that you want at this time, so you can attract that energy towards you. But let's see where your current path is leading you, okay? It's important that you do not lose focus on what it is that you're, you know, desiring at this time, though. So let's see what else comes through. Ooh, the gibbous moon and the full moon in Capricorn. Wow, you guys have like the best energy of the entire pick a card. Okay, let's get into it. The gibbous moon, the full moon in Cap, and what was that? The fixed moon. All right, so gibbous moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. That's very exciting. That's what it says at the bottom of the gibbous moon card. I just love the illustration for this card. It's just so freaking pretty. But anyways, you're very close to achieving your goal. So your current path is definitely leading you down a road of success, honey. I'm excited for you guys. Full moon in Capricorn, as if it couldn't get any better. The bottom of a tough cycle approaches. Is literally what it says at the bottom of that card. Like, when I tell you this pick a card has been a little rough, okay? We had the universe come through with that truth bomb, honey, and it was not cute, no ma'am. But honestly, I'm getting I don't know why I talk like that. I get really good vibes though from your group. I mean, the end of a tough cycle is approaching, so if things are very, very hard for you right now, that's why it's important for you to hold your vision and focus on what it is that you do want instead of what you don't want. Because if you're in the thick of it right now, whether you've been trying to manifest your soulmate or whether you've been, you know, working on, it's basically about whatever the focus is of your life right now. So if you've been really having some relationship issues, we're getting out of that tough cycle and you're getting closer to whatever your goal is. If it's engagement, if it's marriage, if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, right? If it's commitment, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is for you, you're very close to that. Also, in terms of money and career, honestly, I will say this feels more related to relationships for most of you. For some of you. I won't say most of you. But as far as career, you're finally going to have like a breakthrough or an advancement. And that just feels so freaking good. Because to be honest, the energy has been very stagnant just for everyone lately. And I feel like we're getting past that with your group. Seriously, you guys have the best message. So if you chose 2 groups and this is your second group, good thing you felt intuitively to choose 2 groups, because depending on what other group you had, honey, tea. The other groups weren't bad. It was just like, oh, we definitely needed some adjustment. But for you guys, it feels like things may be tough right now. Things may be intense, but you're really on a good path. So let's see. Do not surrender. Oh, that's crazy. The King of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we have masculine energy here, so be more emotional. And we all have masculine and feminine energy. It has nothing to do with gender. Okay, Knight of Coins in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and the 6 of Swords in reverse. Hopefully I said all of those right. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You get the point. With the 6 of Swords in reverse, yeah, the 6 of Swords is all about surrender. I mean, if you look at the card, he's waving his red flag because he has swords in its boat. It's about to sink, but you know, it's just so inspirational. And I wish you guys could feel this feeling that I have right now, because it's so inspiring. It's like, even though things are clearly maybe stacked up against you, the end of this tough cycle is about to end. And it's time to hold your vision. This is not the time to surrender and wave your red flag. And I just think that's so beautiful how my guides communicate with me sometimes. Thanks, guys. Anyways, then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And honestly, especially with the King of Cups in reverse, it feels like a progression. I feel like you guys are ascending, and it's actually time to be a little more emotional with things. I think you guys maybe have been very hard on yourself, and you may have been thinking very logically, like, well, this is what people do to get here, and I haven't done this, or I don't have a way to do this, so I'm not going to get this. And it's like, tap into that feminine intuitive energy. Get out of that logical headspace and tap into your feminine, you know, we all have, again, masculine and feminine energy. Tap into that. Be kinder to yourself, first of all. Second of all, you can always manifest it, okay? That's also more of a feminine energy. And you know, just be more emotional with yourself, less logical, be nicer to yourself. There's definitely a need not to beat yourself up. And listen, I have this like trait that I kind of sometimes am a little mean to myself to make myself do things, but sometimes you really just have to stop. You have to quit it. It's not serving you, you know, and that's something that I really want to stop doing altogether as a whole, just personality. But you know, it's just like, stop it. It just, seriously, things are, I know you can't see it, but things are seriously about to get so good for you guys. So there's just no reason to be, I'm not about to cry, I swear. My throat is dry because I've been talking a while, but seriously guys, there's just no reason right now to feel like you have to beat yourself up or be too hard on yourself, because things are really about to change. Focus. Do not lose focus or sight of what it is that you want. All right. Navigating by the stars. First light, see, and fellow travelers, and you're even going to meet some friends around the way or make some connections on this path that you're on. So you're on a path to friendship as well. I love that. First light, navigating by the stars, and what was it? Fellow travelers. Those are the cards we have. Okay, so fellow travelers, support is all around you is what it says. Now, fellow travelers doesn't even always necessarily mean other people. Here's some more tea, okay? I use my pets. I have cats. Well, I have one cat now. And I use her to help me with my magic. All you have to do is just Google it, pets and spell work. You know, a lot of people believe their pets to be familiars, and, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean other people. It can also be your guides, your higher self, the spirit, the divine, whatever it is you believe in, God, your guides. You have a whole network of help, and you just have to call on it and tap into that energy. So maybe that's a project that you guys can start, maybe trying to tap into the energy of your guides, or, you know, seeing who your familiars are, or totem animals, etc. But there is support that you can call on at this time. And if you don't automatically have a connection with your guides or any pets or anything like that, that's something that you can work on to help you. But seriously, we have this first light coming up. At the bottom of this card, it says beginning a new cycle. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's such a beautiful energy. And it's like, if you just wait a little bit longer and hold your vision, you will start to see this light get bigger and bigger, and then the end of the tough cycle approaches, and then you're going to be achieving your goal. It's so crazy how things are kind of happening for you guys. And then we have navigating by the stars. At the bottom of the card, it says follow your bliss, which is also important. But the energy of the card that I'm getting for your spread is basically like, set up small wins for yourself in the future, so that you don't feel like if you haven't achieved your main goal that you're not winning or that you're not successful. That's why it's important to set up little, you know, nuggets of achievement along the way of your journey, so that you can consistently be, you know, rewarding yourself and achieving something, so you can consistently feel good. But if you don't have anything now, or if you can feel yourself being really close to your goal to where there's no really there's no step in between there, well then start a new creative project or something, so that you can feel good about something. But it's important to vibrate high at this time, because you're really close, and we're so close to tipping that scale in your favor to where you're going to be receiving the abundance you've been waiting for, that there's just no reason to be, you know, in a negative vibration at this time. So yeah, that's where your current path is leading you. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.